It's about to go down.
It's lovely pass, and here he turns cleverly. Can he find a finish? Oh, he can!
Skilled by Joshua, and a return right hand. Good counter right. Bullen is hurt. Second right hand. That clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill.
Well, Ricciardo is inching into the lead, and Ricciardo that win the Italian Grand Prix!
Iguodala running the floor.
Still leading the way with Canada in there too, with the Netherlands.
And Musa makes it 4 goals in 2 World Cup matches.
The Monaco Grand Prix! Ricciardo triumphant in Monza.
Through Bowden, Barrett, and an early touch and an excellent...
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Once again, welcome to another wonderful episode of Sports Orbit, coming to you live from the Leadership Podcast Studio. My name is Afacho, your host for today, and of course, I'm here with my partner, Salifu Usman.
Thank you, Mr. First, for your partnership.
Salifu, this now it's just 4 days to the Nations Cup, and of course, most of the stories we have today are, of course, Nations Cup related, where we'll begin with the story where the President, Muhammad Buhari, has challenged the Super Eagles to go for gold as the AFCON competition begins. Just, of course, he did that in the Stanford event held for the Eagles at the Transport Building last night, right here in Abuja. Thankful beyond the president charging the players to go forward and bring gold. You know, we've said here a couple of times that here in Nigeria, we love too much of rhetoric, we love speaking plenty of grammar. Go here, bring the cup, go here, bring the cup. But do you think preparation, look at, yesterday we spoke about the preparations of other countries. From what you've seen on ground, from our preparations leading to this AFCON, do you think the president charged enough for the boys to go out and bring the gold? Well, teams like Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, Senegal have been preparing since. In fact, the Ivorians are even in Saudi Arabia currently. That's where their camps, ready to hit camp. And our boys chose into camp. We had the sample for them, and we're asking them to come back with a trophy.
Some boys didn't go to camp
yesterday.
Well, I believe that just like if you read the president's charge, Super Eagles, that able him to his squad understanding the challenges in the Super Eagles preparation, but he rightly admitted in his charge that yes, we know that your preparation so far has not been coping with the AFCON. It was like that coping with the release of your being released by your club and so on. But however, he still believes that the Nigeria spirit in you. You know, so we always say Nigeria spirit because when it comes to anything, God is in Nigeria. God is in Nigeria spirit. So Nigeria spirit unfortunate or fortunate for Nigeria that Nigeria don't need to work hard because the Nigeria spirit in them is enough for them to go out as if
yes.
So that's what we need to understand that as far as you're in Nigeria spirit will make you definitely to go and see so when he comes to any competition, even those that are working hard, preparing hard to bring you have this place as far as the Nigeria spirit in you, you just conquer them. Well, just like you said, beyond the presidential, looking at the Super Eagles preparation so far, for me, has not been halting. That is, I don't think that's the best preparation we have. If we really want to compete and to win the African competition, we need to, because sometimes they say, he who work hard will end the competition. But so far, well, let's see how it goes. Just like the president said, maybe the president Nigeria speaks also doesn't require us to work hard to make us to succeed at the African competition. And if you at the second 4 years that I was going to be there, and a whole lot of players, I know the players were so eager that yes, they are going to ensure that they do Nigeria proud. Particularly the captain of the team, and was saying that yes, even like he rightly believes that every team, according to Ahmed, that every team going to African competition has also having 100% chances of winning that game. For you to have qualified, you are also good as winning the African Cup of Nations. But even as that, he is not afraid. They are not afraid of having been a that. Because according to Musa, based on the predicament the country Nigeria is final, that all they need to bring together, the players, everything according to everything, are ready to ensure that they win this African Cup. To at least Nigeria maybe according to him, the victory of African Cup of Nations can bring peace to the country. So I will hope that, just like he said, we are watching that the because football is something that Nigeria lost football so much, and it's one of the things that unite the country most. So we pray that by the time the Super Eagles went to African Cup of Nations, and maybe that will be able to ease some of our pressure, some of the situation we are having on the white, just like I'm saying yesterday. What the president was even saying, he was saying that okay, look at the that yes, African Cup of Nations, Nigeria has won the title 3 times, won it between 1980, won it 1994, then won it 2013, and at the same time has finished as a runner up in main location, and at the same time second runner up in main location. But this time around is all the thing that we should go for until less, but go for the ultimate title.
Right, still on the AFCON and preparations, of course, where Super Eagles captain Ahmed Musa have come out to say that the Super Eagles will not lose sleep over Salah. Of course, we all know that the Egyptians have one of the best players currently on current form in the world right now in Mo Salah, and Ahmed Musa is saying that yes, the Egyptians have Salah, but he also mentioned that we too on our part, we also have players like Chukwueze and the rest of them who are good on the ball, who can also cause problems. But really, we all have watched Salah several times. We know what he can do on his day. Do you think this is a good chance coming from the captain? Of course, as a captain, he's always there to,
douse the tension.
Yes, douse the tension and motivate his boys. But is it just enough for Musa to say the Super Eagles will not be losing sleep?
No, I quite agree with Ahmed Musa. There's no need to lose the sleep over Salah. Even though they have Messi in their team. Remember, Argentina have a Messi.
Yeah.
We have played Argentina team on several occasions. Even though we may have lose, most of the match we play Argentina, we have lost to them against Messi. But if you look at the victory between Argentina and Nigeria, it's always a slim by just 1-0, by 1-0, by 1-0 advantage. So definitely that's why they have the Messi in their team and have the several stars. Name them in the entire squad. But definitely often that we play Argentina, always neck to neck. They always escape by whisker. So definitely, I don't think there's no, because I agree with that, there's no need using the sleep over Ahmed Salah. And if you watch Ahmed Salah, I'm one of those, I may be wrong, but I'm one of those who I see Ahmed Salah as a club player than as a national team player. Because when I didn't see him doing so much what he have done with the club level. I see him so much where he played at the Argentine team. And the last African Cup of Nations in Egypt, I didn't see much from him. The same thing where I didn't see much from him at the 2019 African Cup of Nations hosted by Egypt. At the same time, the Russia 2018 World Cup, I didn't see much for him. He couldn't even score a single goal. I didn't see much for him. Egypt lost all their matches. So then there's no need to lose a sleep over Salah. And just like Ahmed said, I actually do agree with you. Even as much as Super Eagles squad is depleted, but due to the withdrawal of some of our key players, we still have his strikers, we still have players who can also cause damage and who can also defend the defense of the opponent, can also be worried about the team. Just like we have Siku who is very speed and very athletic when it comes to the ball. We have Sadiq Omar, who is not so much known in Africa, who can also cause the damage. Very tough strikers, and has been doing fantastically well. Then they'll have several strikers off from. That's why the withdrawals of Dennis Vito. We still have strikers, deadly strikers who can also cause damage anytime, any day. And there's also need that. Several times, even you that don't even know much about your opponent, you start to worry more than you who already know the set of your opponent. So definitely, just like I mentioned, the Egyptian defense, their opener and the coach are even more worried. I agree with him. Both more worried about the Super Eagles than even as we can even think about Ahmed Salah. Salah is just a first economic. It did economic influence.
Absolutely.
So definitely there's no need. I agree with him. There's no need losing sleep over. So all they need to do just concentrate on game, plan well, and be able to play against Egypt. I strongly believe if Austin can be able to get it started well, they will be able to beat Egypt in the opening match. And that will be a very Russia's moral boosting for the African Cup of Football. If they were able to get it done again easy, they shouldn't feel like okay, Egypt is what there's not so much fantastic about Egypt, though they have won the African Cup of Nations 7 times, while we have won. If you look at head to head, they have we can say okay, they are far better than Nigeria because of the fact that they have won the African Cup of Nations 7 times, and even those seasons that they have won the African Cup of Nations, know that they are so fantastic. They were fantastic at the time.
Even the Egyptians have a lot of concern because bulk of their squad play for our league, and we all know the controversy with the World Cup competition. So I've heard some reports where the FA is seriously concerned about the availability of those players. So in their own opinion, that might even count against them when they eventually even play Nigeria. So I think I quite agree with Musa. And of course, going further, he still talks about they being owed by the NFF match bonuses of the last 2 matches they played. So in spite of all the stories we hear from NFF and all of that, they are still owing these boys. So how do you motivate them to go ahead and perform?
It's so unfortunate and so disappointing that we still have to talk about outstanding match bonus when we are doing for the tournament. So sometimes I also commend the patriotism of the players, and you can understand that's why some players are even not. I want to condemn such players for not showing enough commitment. We should also try to try to have a reason to think back. Why are those players are not showing much commitment like their other African countries who are so much desire, so more patriotism to go and play for their country? Like our discussion with the colleague yesterday when I tried to make a comparison between Super Eagles players and the Senegalese players when Sadio Mane after playing against themselves, I think people are going to the necessary game, but just as a flight by themselves with their own personal money, not by the country money. I was trying to make like, why can Super Eagles replicate and the colleague of mine was telling me, if I'm in the shop, they would like you. Is there anything more to desire to show that you should show this commitment because of the play for the national team, for the patriotism of the national team? Also, for people like whatever our church, there's no any country that can pass. At the same time, is it that is the country there for them where they also need a country? It's also another thing. And what I'm doing is another example of it. The last time the Super Eagles play was the last time World Cup was November. Yeah, November. That's over a month now. Yeah. And yet we are still owing them outstanding balance of play that matches, and they are going for the tournament. So if you are owing the player who is outstanding man and you are calling for another match, are you showing that you are the only level? Can NFL in all honesty telling Nigerians, tell everybody that all the NFL officials that travel to Lagos for that has not been paid their one. Can NFL in all honesty tell Nigerians that their last executive committee meeting held by that what is due as members of what is due for them allowance as executive committee for the meeting has not been paid. But we are holding the players. But I also thank God that the player, I believe that they are not allowing that to
no, exactly. But so it was good that he mentioned the opportunity.
If they have made reference to that, they would have been able to honor for the match. Now it's good that they have talked about it. I believe of that's what them. But then they should have a population and whatever is in opportunity in his position to ensure that they like get their pay. That is the only way to reward the player and motivate them is to ginger them to play, not by just means of why you are benefiting. Okay, for instance, yesterday the federal government released the whole lot of list, a high-power delegation to go to Africa Cup of Nations. So if there's no player, are you just going to going there?
Don't forget that those people will be going there on taxpayers' money,
on taxpayers money, and they're going to collect. Sometimes I don't even know what is our psyche. For instance, if you look at these people who on that list, the Lagos State Governor, Speaker of the House of the Deputy President Omo Agege, the Central Bank Governor, Minister of Works, Minister of Agriculture, are we going to plant plantain in Cameroon? For goodness sake.
Story trending, people were saying, what is the Minister of Agriculture going to Cameroon to do for football competition?
When we have a shortage of food, In Nigeria, where the advantage where instead of people to sit at home and to apply how to go into the risk to plan to solve the food crisis we're having, because the minister of agriculture is traveling to Cameroon to go and watch Africa competition. What is the minister of Africa? Minister of what minister of science and technology? State of science and technology. Are we going to invest in science and technology in Africa competition in Cameroon? Minister of works. We go well to some extent you can say Fashola, because Fashola for a very long time she passion. He has been very passionate, but he was a footballer. So you can understand why he's really in control on that education. But a whole lot of other people in the education, what are they going to do? Just to go there, what they want. For what? Are we going to make law for Cameroon? Why is the speaker? It's deputy senate president. Why are they going? What are they going to do? Are they going to formulate the law of how football is going to be played in Cameroon?
We have much to
But
talk
why
about.
the genuine stakeholders who are supposed to go, the children who are supposed to are not on that list. Even this one is no member of Swan was has no delegation on that list.
All right, that's the situation we found ourselves currently. But I mean, we still have plenty to talk about. Pinnick is still in the news, trying to explain why Emmanuel Dennis was not part of the team to Cameroon. That and so much more will give you one come back from this break. Don't go nowhere.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Welcome back from that short break. Before I went on that break, we're still on AFCON news. Like I said at the beginning of the show, there's plenty of AFCON talk. After all, the AFCON Cup of Nations is only 4 days away. Of course, Pinnick has slammed former Super Eagles coach Ganadraw for the predicament that are now in because of the withdrawal of Emmanuel Dennis and all of that. Revelations keep coming out every day why Dennis is not part of the squad. The other day, interim coach Tosi Eguavon said his own side of the story, and the NFL president is coming out to say this is the issue. Dennis wasn't a part of the original 40-man list and all of that. Yes, agreed and all of that, but I mean, couldn't he have done anything? You see, but this is where the confusion we're talking about. Changing coaches few days to a tournament. You expect all kind of things to happen. So I think he shares part of the blame too. Big part of the blame.
Yes,
not just putting the blame on the doorstep of Ganadraw.
Pinnick, so he can't wash his hand off completely from the blame. So I think if there is to be shared by percentage, you should also take 60% of the blame. Because we know that Ganadraw was not taking us to anywhere, but we are largely to at the last minute. And if you feel that okay, we are not going to get a rival coach before the nation, so why do you allow Ganadraw to stay? You didn't allow to stay. You waited until Ganadraw was the one that brought the list for you. But they not brought the first 40-man list, and by mutual convention, by standard everything, you first submit the preliminary list, and before it's out of that preliminary 40 list that you are going to draw your final list from. And on the excuse of the Watford Patronary that the Emmanuel Dennis was not in the original list.
Exactly.
So they are just coming into and
they find lapses to also do a lot of things.
I agree with you. That's what we agree that Rod never see Emmanuel Dennis worthy has been to represent Nigeria. But that now I wanted to have him. Unfortunately, he was not on rock plan and wanted to bring in an opportunity. So Pinnick and everybody, he also have the part of the game. But I didn't see Babon doesn't have any blame in this matter. But Pinnick and those in school at the NFL also have part of the blame, not raw completely.
Also, still on AFCON news, where we hear that AFCON teams have been hit with more COVID-19 disruptions. Of course, as it stands currently, Tunisia, Burkina Faso, Cape Verde, and of course, Cote d'Ivoire all have cases of COVID-19 in their camp. Do you see these cases leading to a 9-minute postponement of this game? Don't forget that a lot of course, European clubs and all of that have made excuses of COVID-19 and all of that, and now we are beginning to hear stories of camps being hit by COVID-19. Do you think this will lead to, an abrupt, suspension of this AFCON or a postponement, or you think the AFCON should still go ahead? Or what measures do you think should CAF put in place properly to ensure that this competition goes on hitch-free?
I don't see any postponement. I think we are past that stage. Even the European clubs that are competing for a postponement they are being so on the surface ground.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have a COVID when the Euro 2020 was held and it was held who's proud. So they were doing on the surface ground. So, but coming to Africa Cup of Nations, either the COVID is going to, definitely COVID is going to have a major impact on this Africa Cup, and it may even likely go to decide affect the actual eventual winner of the tournament. If some clubs who are due, who are tied as a February, and then they will have issue going for this. And Senegal was supposed to travel to Cameroon today, but unfortunately they have delayed their position for about 4 hours because they have a COVID issue. Same time, just like that, even Cote d'Ivoire, on a whole lot of other teams also have that issue. Apart from Cameroon, who have the full complete complement of their whole squad after being coming out from quarantine, every other team who are going to Africa have issues with COVID. Thank God, Nigeria in our own case we will not have issues, but remember that it's COVID related that eventually knock me out of the competition. So then COVID is going to play a huge impact on this Africa Cup of Nations, and it will likely going to determine who eventually comes in of this competition, because a whole lot of players have been affected, and those who were earlier team to win will become an issue. But if you're talking about the majors, and I think if CAF have not really need to step up their majors in controlling this because COVID has come to stay, because there's no how
as simple as that.
We have to live with it, but we have to devise it to ensure that it doesn't cause much havoc in the tournament.
All right, the way from AFCON straight into basketball, where the Tigers captain Elonu has committed to nurturing new basketball stars. Of course, she came this last month with a mission to discover and nurturing young talent in the country. This event actually happened at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Indoor Stadium last month, actually December 27, during the edition of All Dreams Achieve Camp in her community in Enugu. I think it's a good one coming from the captain. These are things that we always expect to see. People who have gone there, achieve quite, to some extent in the game, should always be able to somehow put back into the community, nurture on youngsters who take off from people who are ahead of them. Because whether we like it or not, the current stars, whether in football or in any sport, who are up there now will not be there forever. And once they exit the stage, you need people coming up. So I think this is a worthy, thing because she's doing, ensuring that she nurtures people who in another 3, 4, 5 years are moving forward can also, represent Nigeria and of course do well also for themselves.
Yeah, that's quite commendable effort. This kind of clinic will always be organized. We always see it with men.
Yeah.
Thank God that the captain of the Tigers has come again to also demonstrate that what men can do, they can also do better. So kudos to her, and just like you rightly say, basketball sport has gone beyond recreational activity.
Yeah.
It has gone beyond being just a leisure. It's not a business, it's an employment for the labor. So what he's trying to do is not just doing for the country, it's also not just doing for her, he's doing for you, for the society, he's doing for the family. But a whole lot of those kids, by the time they grow up, they will become a real down family. So kudos to her, and we commend her. But a whole lot of basketball players, men, HQ Waja, HQ, I cannot name it all, a whole lot of HQ
Waja, former Udeji, has been doing it for many years,
several, I quite aware of several African Nigerian players who have broke through the rank. All of them. You may do at the moment even have Rina who play in the Nigeria Basketball League, and the player has grow up to a lot of them and the basketball, the collegiate basketball in NBA. Even though they have several players like that also go through help through his Warrior Foundation, through his annual clinic, the human who are being paid for his scholarship all in America, playing basketball, through the collegiate basketball. So this is quite commendable, and thank God for Udara for also coming to bring the games in. So I believe that the Nigerian football, it's unfortunate that the Nigerian basketball families is in the crisis, especially in the these are some of the things the leadership of the basketball need to identify with to support those guys and to plan to grow. Even the state government, like Enugu State, this one coming from Enugu State, there's nothing wrong. I was happy to see her presently, see how the Enugu State governor when he presented her. I think the state government also need to support this kind of thing because it's not doing for Udora family or a Nono family. It's doing for Enugu State and it's doing for Nigerians.
So good one coming from Captain alone. Of course, before we go quickly to Stamford Bridge, where Romelu Lukaku was in the news for most of last week. Of course, not for the right reasons. He actually had an interview which was 3 weeks ago, but that interview unfortunately was aired, I think, on Thursday last week, where he came out to, reveal that he was not really with his second return at Chelsea, said a lot of things, that since his return, the coach has adopted a different system that does not even suit his playing style, made a lot of things and expressed his desire to still want to go back to Inter Milan, where he was coming back from. But of course, that didn't go down well with a lot of Chelsea fans, and of course, the top hierarchy at the Blues to freeze him out of the eventual encounter between Liverpool at the Stamford Bridge. But of course, after that match, Coach Thomas Tuchel actually had talks with Romelu Lukaku, where he has come out to apologize for the comments, and of course, the team has also fined him, and he's back in training with the team. Is this a lesson for him to learn, or even with his apology, do you think the Chelsea fans will have properly forgiven him? Is this apology coming straight from his side, or is it because of the backlash that came as a result of the statement he made?
Well, we may not know what is really going on in his mind, but the fact that he has come out to say, I made this comment, but I'm sorry. I admitted that what he said was wrong, and I said sorry. I think he says I need to look into it because I like one Lukaku is still a key player, is still on his league, a key player. But at the same time, I believe he has not learned from his lesson. You don't decide what you are playing for.
That's all.
No matter,
Not forgetting that he played less than the season, so he came back and
no matter the tactic the coach adopted, either the coach, either the tactics, it's left for you as a player to fit in, to adjust into the plan, not the plan that adjusts into your own system. So you don't have the right to criticize the coach than to criticize the plan. If to me, what does he do the right thing to physically out of the team completely? And it's not like they find him. But if you express your desire that your mind is on the club, that your mind is on where you're coming from, definitely you have no reason to play that club.
Sure.
But we hope that no matter we made that comment out of position or whatever that comment and we throw that comment that okay, I'm sorry, and so they have to temper Justin, you have to temper Justin with Messi, and then also allow him to be and watch him from now, maybe any moment from now. But now it's going to affect him because what his performance now the monitor still either what he say or his apology is come from his mouth, or he just got to say let me just apologize. And I believe not even several other players have to learn from this. You don't criticize the club you are playing. Either the pattern people or whatever they are doing, you have no right. As far as you have agreed and signed for the club, you need to abide by the rule that govern that club.
All right, viewers, it's been wonderful bringing this program to you for the last 30 minutes. Of course, don't forget that the Nations Cup is upon us. Officially, we begin our countdown. This is 4 days to go. Tomorrow will be 3 days to go till the Nations Cup, which begins on Sunday. California, thanks. Yeah, absolutely. This evening, yeah, exactly. Well, California, thanks for being here once again.
Thank you, my brother.
All right, viewers, until we come tomorrow again with another exciting episode of Sports Orbit. My name is Afa Acho, your host. We'll be back tomorrow. Stay safe out there.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.